Libra, how are we today? I'm just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing a bit of a general kind of reading, seeing what wants to come out, important messages for you. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for a free personal reading. This week we are I've got the magical messages from the Fairies Oracle deck. We are using the Lenormand of Japan and a new deck this week, Love Messages Oracle cards. I keep ordering decks because I had a whole bunch of decks that I'd ordered that it had told me they'd got lost in the mail, and so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna not worry about buying more decks for a while, but then they keep showing up, even though they've said they were lost in the mail. They're random. Some of them are showing up and some of them aren't. So some of them definitely have been lost in the mail. Others not so much. I think it's an issue with Australia Post, to be honest, because I've had a mail redirection because I've moved home, 6 months ago or whatever. Some of my they haven't been marking some of it properly, and I think it's been getting sent to my old address. But then some of it has been showing up. So we'll just keep hoping that the rest of the decks eventually show up as well. I do have another parcel notification for this week. So hopefully that's got a deck in it. Okay. Sorry to blather on there. Libra. What's going on for Libra? Libra, what's going on for Libra? What does Libra need to know right now? Be yourself, Libra. Look at you sitting on your unicorn, riding off into the sunset. This situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. So there is a power in the person that you are, the uniqueness of your soul. There is a lot of power for you in that, Libra. So make sure you are being true to yourself and being yourself, whether that, good and bad. We all have good and bad within us. And if that is a true expression of who you are, express it, baby. We also have dietary change. Improve your diet and your life will also improve. Okay, but this doesn't necessarily always strictly talk about the food intake, that sort of stuff. I know that's a very touchy subject. I myself have had eating disorders and whatnot, so talking about diet, I'm not a big fan of those sorts of things when it comes to readings, but we have got this card coming out. It's all about being more aware of being healthier, whether that be the food you're eating, drinking more water, whether that be exercising more, getting out and about and making a dietary change in what you're consuming in the world. So, if you feel as though you've been consuming too much social media, taking a break from that. If you have been consuming, too much alone time, getting out and being a little bit more sociable, all those sorts of things. It's just talking about changes that you can make physically in your life to, help improve your general health. And your general health includes your mental health as well. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily talk about food here. I do see here it's two fairies sitting over a cup of tea and cupcakes. So I do feel that for someone out there, Libra, that this is a dietary change that you need to make in a few different ways. I'm getting a few different messages here because I'm being drawn to the idea of the cupcakes, and I'm actually feeling that there's a Libra out there that needs to incorporate more crap into their diet, that you're not allowing yourself to have treats, and it's all part of a balanced diet. Okay, so I'm kind of getting this vibe that there's a Libra who is allowing themselves to become unhealthy because of their fixation on healthy. So give yourself a treat. Go and get a cupcake or something sweet, and allow that to be okay for yourself at the moment, Libra. I am also getting that there's a couple of Libras that it's the socializing that we're needing to do. Getting out and having a coffee or a tea with friends is the dietary change that you actually need to make here. Okay, but we'll have a look with the Lenormand as well. Okay, Libra. What does Libra need to be aware of? What's going on for Libra? Okay, I'm just going to grab some clarification cards. Clarify that first card, please. And clarify the fourth card for Libra. Okay, I'm getting a couple of messages here. Because that fourth card is coming out as a separate message. Okay, which I'll go over that first because we do have the autumn card, which is, I do read the seasons as my own, and it is currently autumn here. We've just sort of started autumn. So this is talking about the next 3-month period, March, April, and May. I do feel as though it's strictly sort of talking about timing here for you, Libra, and because that was clarified by the no card. And what it's actually telling us here is that at the present, there is a need for you to say no. Okay, I'm getting drawn back to that be yourself energy. Being yourself sometimes means standing up for yourself and saying no. If you do not want to do something or say something or go somewhere or whatever that may be, standing up and saying no, okay? It's very important for you at the moment to say no when you need to be true to yourself. And if yourself wants to say no, stand up and say it. Okay, that it's coming through very important, like very clearly here that it's present energy, and there's some stuff going on that you're going to need to use the power of no. You're going to have to be able to say no if it's not in line with your true self. You need to be able to say no to that. Okay, so I'm just getting that as a bit of a sort of side message of something going on for you there, where you are needing to hear that at the moment, that you need to sort of stand up and say no when you need to. Okay. We do have the house here. Okay, which is all about security, stability. For some of you, it could be your actual home, but more so, I am getting more so that it could actually be to do with family members, because, home is where the heart is, home is where your family is. We all have different living situations, but, quite often we do see the family home represented here. So whether that be the family home as in what you're currently, situated in, it could definitely be a partner, your kids. It could also be, your parents, your grandparents' family home, an important family home to you, or an important person within the family home. The person that, when someone says the phrase, oh, what feels like family to you, who is the person that you think of? And that is, I feel like, what we're seeing here for a lot of you. We do have the rider coming through after that. And so the rider does let us know that there is incoming news from the family home, or from this sense of stability and security. There is sort of good news on the way about security and stability within your life, or about this person coming to you with good news. Or because I am getting, for some of you, it's closure on a home is the good news. Like the final closure on who inherits the family home, or something along those lines. I just keep hearing the phrase closure on the home, closure on the home front. Actually, yeah, that's what it is. So it's like, for some of you, it may definitely be like an actual home closure. You're finding your family home, that sort of thing. We do also have that clarified by the flowers. Okay, so the flowers really does talk about giving your all to this, and being open to receive as well. I do feel as though there's a need for you to have your arms wide open and receive this. So, whatever this good news is, accepting that with open arms, and giving your blessings to this person, to this thing. That kind of energy. It's definitely, for some of you, this is actually coming through in the sense of, like, this is clarifying that the house may actually be a part of a gift, because the flowers can sometimes talk about, gifts, reward for all your hard work. So I'm definitely seeing that for some of you, it's definitely got something to do with receiving a house, or being gifted something big and substantial that gives you a sense of security and stability in your life. The good news is on the way. The rider comes in pretty quick too. So, but be ready to receive is what I'm getting there. And that when you're receiving big gifts, even if you can't, return the energy, with the same sort of gift, return the energy somehow, some way. Time, love, energy, money, it all equates to the same thing when it comes down to this sort of energy. You can give time and receive love in return. You can give love and receive money in return. There's as long as there's reciprocal energy. Okay, you're giving as much as you're receiving, or you're giving your all to something, and it's going to give its all back to you. We also have the stork coming through here. Okay, so that's really stirring things up for you. There's some things getting stirred up for you at the moment. So, we do see that somehow it's going to be like a very secure stirring up energy. It's very it's coming through a little bit random here, that it's not that the stability is getting stirred up. It's that the stability stirs something up within you, and allows you to know, what the new things are. What it gives you an idea of what comes next for you. Because the stork can be all about ideas and generating new ideas. Getting some new plans and gestating new things into your life. And it's kind of like that, whatever this house energy is, that creates this energy that stirs you up inside to know where you're going next in your life. And I've got this stable footing now. I can put my ideas into reality, and I can, I've got this idea that now I've got a firm footing in the world to be able to go ahead and do these things, is kind of what I'm getting from that. But we'll have a look at love. Okay. Romantic love for Libra. Love messages for Libra. Today we're going to do 3 cards. We're going to do present, near future, and general future. Okay. Love messages for Libra. Take a leap of faith. Only when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. I feel like for some of you, that's saying no. Saying no when something doesn't feel true to yourself. Take a leap of faith and just say no. Taking a leap of faith and be yourself to start with here. Take a leap of faith with, whatever gets stirred up for you here. The near future, we do have patience. Okay, some things still need to be dealt with for this connection to manifest. So, taking a leap of faith doesn't mean that things are going to happen immediately. That's why it's a leap of faith. You need to have faith and patience. Having the faith that it will work out eventually, but it doesn't mean that it's going to work out 2 seconds after you take the jump. Okay, but the general future, we do have beware of codependency. Addictive behaviors are affecting your romantic life. So once again, stand up and say no if you can see addictive behaviors. Once again, too, with that dietary change. All right, that may be involving some sort of addictive behavior. Like I was saying, I was really getting this energy of somebody who is sort of starting to get addicted to healthy and not allowing, and it's getting to the point where it needs to change, that it's becoming an issue, it's becoming an addiction of, counting calories or only eating the XYZ. It's actually getting to a point, and I feel like this for whoever this is. You kind of know this, and you need to allow yourself, say no to that, say no to that becoming an addiction of control over your diet, and allow yourself a treat here and there. Okay, take a leap of faith and just eat some chocolate. Eat some. It's coming up to Easter too, guys. So, chocolate central, right? Or it is here in Australia. It's like the main thing we do for Easter is chocolate, eggs, whatnot. I understand it's not quite as big a thing in other countries with the chocolate eggs, but that's what we do for Easter, guys. So it's your sign to go and have some chocolate. Oh, I'm gonna have chocolate ice cream. I'm an ice cream over chocolate type of person, so I would just have chocolate ice cream. Okay, but that's what we have for you, Libra. You're more than welcome to check multiple placements. Leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. And hopefully I'll see you all again soon.